Hello and welcome to another video. So today, as you can see here, we are opening a card collection, which I have got a few of these on lay-by, but this one my sister had purchased after getting into the game, and I thought, why not open it, see what cards we get, and check it out in advance. Kind of a sneak peek before we do a massive opening of these and do 90 cards. That should be quite interesting. I do believe they tape the top of these a little bit, which is highly annoying when you look at these boxes, but understandable when they want to avoid theft. As card game stock usually is very easy to steal. It's usually why things like this are kept tucked away behind desks normally, but Bakugan stuff is labelled in the toy aisle. I'm still not a big fan of tape like this though, when it is such a nightmare to get off. Once we do get everything out here, we'll be able to take a really good look at it. Also, this tape is super dodgy on this one, on this side. Can't even get the lip of it open. There we go. That should be enough to get this open now. So once you do get it open though, very simple, slides right out. Opening, of course, the front of it, I think, or the back front. We'll start with the front. So we do have, it looks like a core that's lodged in here. You've got to be a little careful. I think some of these, in these card collections, do get a little damaged sometimes, like this one does have a little bit of a crink in it. That does happen, unfortunately. But not bad. This is actually one of the best card collections for cores and does have a Flaming Fist for 250 plus 3. Pretty respectable one. And then probably the best Magic Shield in the current game, 650 plus B. So definitely a nice Magic Shield to get. And definitely the main reason I would buy these. We also have the 3 packs, which we will be opening in a minute after we've taken a good look of Dragonoid Ultra, so we'll put those off to the side. Oh, there we go. I didn't realise there was another piece of plastic actually in front of it there, but now we have it out. So looking at this, they definitely give it a nice amount of detail, which is nice. They upscaled the whole hollow effect, which is awesome. These would actually look really cool if you had each one framed, which is probably something I plan on doing if I can get some decent frames for them. We've got plenty of places to hang around here, so I thought, why not get one of each of these framed for the set, as that would be a lot of fun and look really cool as an overall card. So now that we've taken a look at the Dragonoid Ultra Jumbo card, we may as well get into the packs, and the first one we're going to open is the Nilius pack. They should pretty much be easy tear here, which is great typically when you can get them open. It usually makes it very easy to do things like this, but that one didn't quite tear all the way down, so let's get that open and out of the way. And the first card is Cycling Warmth. This is in the starter deck and is actually not half bad card since it does go to the bottom of your deck when you play it. Then we have Oakenshield. This is actually a card I haven't seen before. This is a minus 300B turbo. If you have the most energy cards in play, minus 900 instead. So focusing on some of Ventus's negative B power effects. Definitely one I don't mind. Then we have Paralyzing Potion, again another Ventus card, focusing on negative effects. It's minus 7 attack for 4. Then we have a Fierce Boost, another card we see in the structure decks. It is a 2-drop, plus 200, Fury if you have no cards in your hand, plus 600 instead. Then we have the Stone Skin, plus 200, Sacrifice, you may discard a card for plus 800B instead. Actually not a half bad Darkest card for buffing, although some people don't like to discard. Then we have Lava Flow. This one is actually pretty okay. So it is plus 1 energy and it is a 0 cost. So not 100% on how you get this to trigger. I'm guessing you trigger it for the end step maybe? Interesting. I might have to look into that one a little bit better. Then we have the Titan Howler Ultra. It's choosing, of course, not to focus for once, which is always crappy on a card like this. I believe this is a rare, looking at it. If only we could get a decent focus. No, that's pretty good. Actually really nice stats for the Titan Howler Ultra. Then we have Hyper Nilius in Ventus. So another nice Evo card. Then we have a Ventus Flip. This was a mostly Ventus pack. This is interesting. It is Tiger Reflect. It is a 4-drop flip, and it stops all non-Ventus and Turbo. If you have the most energy cards in play, this is free. So that's actually a really strong Ventus card. Very, very strong. Might actually move this out of the way and see if the camera will decided to use this as the primary focus. There we go. Nice, so having a free flip if you have the most energy, which is really good for Ventus, and another free flip, Halt Darkest. So this just flat out stops Darkest attacks. It is the, I believe, reverse rare or hex rare for this pack, which is absolutely awesome looking. I think it is a normal common, but as a hex rare, this does look awesome. It's kind of the reverse for these kind of cards. So they were a half bad 10 card, so we'll get right into the next 10. Like I said, I don't know everything about these cards, so sorry if I missed something in particular. Again, some of these, they only like to soft open right at the top, then you've kind of got to peel them back by the looks. These are actually some of the first packs I've had a chance to open. Alright. So the first cards, Meteoric Glance, 5-drop, 11 damage. Molten Helix, these are mostly cards we've already seen, 4-drop, deal 2. Then we have Repel Destruction, this is the flip that I haven't seen. And this is a Stop Darkest or Pyrus for 1, actually a pretty cheap Ventus flip. Then we have Repel Outsiders, another Ventus flip, which just stops everything except Ventus. Wither, a 1-drop, -3 attack, really cheap actually for Darkest. Beaming Blaster, 4-drop Chaos card for +6, and Domination gives you +12. Light as a Feather, put this card in your hand, draw a card. I've seen these in the, of course, starter sets as well. Not a half bad card, although it is a pretty costly flip. Sorry, we have another flip. Heroic Inspiration, a 2-drop, draw a card for each hero you have in play. So that does tell me you can have multiple heroes, which is cool. And this is actually super interesting. Okay, so this is a secret rare, I think, or super rare, however they're labeling these. It is Titan Mantanoid Ultra, the 5-drop, 400 B Evo for, of course, Titan Mantanoid Darkest version. I actually don't have Titan Mantanoid at all, so that might be an interesting one to pick up since now we have the Evo card. When you discard a card, this gets a +400 B. Then for the Hex, which is, I think it's the Hex, or is it just reverse? I don't know. Either way, it is Darkfire 4 for a +9. Actually a pretty nice looking card. Not bad to get some Darkest cards. I know there's some things that should make a difference when we are working on some decks in the future, although I would like to see some more Pyrus cards that we haven't already seen. So for the last pack here, the first card is Sonic Howl, a 3-cost, 4 damage, if Ventus, energize this uncharged. Wow, this is actually crazy. So not only do you get the extra bonus, if this is used, I think, on a Ventus, yeah, energize this uncharged, so really good for Ventus decks to get ahead. Will work well with many other cards. Then we have Halt Unknown, Stop Darkest or Aquas for a cost of 1. Then we have Chaos Ascendery, I'm not really sure. Stop Non-Chaos, put this card into your hand. 5 cost, a little expensive, but not a bad stopping flip overall. It might be maybe too expensive. Then we have Cycling Ica, which is a 5-drop Ventus card, -8 attack. Then return this to the bottom of your deck. So at least it does recycle itself, which is okay when you need cards in your deck. Then we have Razor Wings, a 1-drop energy, put this card into your hand. So this basically is just a free way to get an energy for next turn. Cease Serenity, Stop Chaos or Ventus, just a 1-cost flip stop. Rite of Darkest. Okay, this is a... what is this? This is another rare, I think. So this is the 5-drop. Choose a player to discard a card for each Darkest Bakugan on your team. So you could potentially make them discard 3 cards. That's actually not half bad. While being high cost, it's definitely not overall bad. Then we have Might of Night, a 2-drop. Plus, I think that's Shadow Strike. I haven't messed around with Shadow Strike at all, but that's quite interesting. It's got Sacrifice. You may discard a card for +5 damage. Again, not too bad. Then we have Strata, of course, Aquas card. It is a 2-drop hero. All players draw an additional card each turn. That's actually not too bad, I don't think. Drawing an additional card each turn, although it is all players. It's not the worst possible outcome, I guess. Then we have Flooding Waters. It is a 1-drop action for a +200 B for each Aquas Bakugan on your team. So if you are running 3, this is potentially a boost of 600 B, which is quite respectable. It's definitely interesting to see if we can get some more of those sort of cards for a Aquas deck. So if you guys did enjoy this video, we got some interesting cards here, so we'll just go back through some of these. Some of the more interesting ones and the rare ones. Titan Mantanoid Ultra is actually really nice. And of course we did get the Tiger Reflex and the Halt Darkus in some nice foils, so otherwise not a bad stack considering the cost of these sets. They're actually cheaper than buying most booster packs, which is always really nice. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Until next time, see ya.